Good morning, students. In the last video, you saw about the emergent and the fixed plants. Okay, we are doing adaptations in plants. So, in aquatic plants are the plants which grow in the water. Now, we saw emergent and fixed plants. Emergent plants are having a shallow layer of water in between, but the stem grows long and the leaves, the stem can be seen above the water level. Those are emergent. Okay, they are emerging from the water body. That is why they are called emergent. Next, we saw about fixed plants, in which the roots are very nicely fixed in the soil, and even though the water is quite what you can say more, then also what happens is the stem grows very long and thin, and the leaf and the flower, I am talking about the fixed plants. Okay, so those plants have their leaves and flowers on the surface, and they are floating actually on the water surface. Okay, those are fixed plants. They are quite good, nicely fixed in the soil. Now we move on to the underwater plants. Now, as the name suggests, underwater. So these plants will not be seen above the water. They will be growing under the water surface. Okay, so you cannot see them from above. You have to go inside the water to see them. Okay, now these underwater plants are submerged. Now submerged means they are inside. Okay, submerged means below, inside the water. So these plants like Vallisneria, Hydrilla and Pondweed, these are the examples. So Hydrilla, Vallisneria and Pondweed are three examples of these type of plants. Now when the plant is growing underwater, you will think, where will it get its carbon dioxide, isn't it? So what happens here is the plant is so well adapted. Okay, it has made changes in its parts such that they can take carbon dioxide directly from the water. Okay, what they are doing is they are taking the carbon dioxide from the water through their body surface. Their body is such that it will take carbon dioxide directly from the water, and they do not have stomata. Okay, stomata are tiny holes, right, for taking the carbon dioxide from the air. But these plants, they take it from the water itself. The whole body takes up carbon dioxide. Now they do not have flowers as well. These plants do not have flowers. They get nutrients through the roots from the soil. Their roots are fixed in the soil, so they get nutrients from there. Now underwater plants support animal life also. How? Some animals, they are depending on these plants, okay, for food. So these underwater plants are helping the animal life as well in the water. So underwater plants support animal life to a great extent because they give out oxygen during photosynthesis. We have learned this, right? Oxygen is thrown out from the plant after photosynthesis. So here also the animals which are there, the fishes and other animals in the water, they get oxygen from these plants. So these underwater plants are very helpful to the animals as well. Okay, they are completely under the water. Next, we move on to the floating plants now. Floating, as the name suggests, they are floating. Okay, they are floating on the water. Now you will say, ma'am, fixed plants were also floating, but they were not wholly floating. I am talking here that the whole plant will be floating. Okay, the roots will not be in the soil. Getting me? Let's see. Now plants that float on water are called floating plants. Examples are duckweed, water lettuce and water hyacinth. These plants float on water because either they have air filled inside their stems, for example water hyacinth, or they are very small and light in weight, for example duckweed. Now why are these plants floating? Because they have air filled inside and so they are very lightweight, so they just float on the water surface. Also because they are very light, बहुत हल्के फुल्के, okay, they are very light in weight and so they are floating. The roots of the floating plants absorb nutrients directly from the water. So as I told you that roots are also floating. So from the water itself it will take the nutrients, the roots of these plants. Getting me? So they are not joined to the soil. Rest 3 will be joined or their roots will be in the soil, but floating plants don't have roots in the soil. They have roots on the surface and they will take nutrients from the water itself. Okay. So duckweed, water lettuce are the examples of these floating plants. Okay. That's it for today. Again, please revise the chapter, read the chapter. Getting me?